Virgo, hello and welcome to your fall 2023 shift reading. We're looking at the shape you're shifting out of, the shape you're shifting into, and what that shape shift looks and feels like for the fall season. I'm Andy, I'm your reader, and I've got the Wild Unknown Tarot here today to help us look at your shape shift. So, Virgo, let's just get right into it. Okay. What is the shift Virgo is making this fall? Whoa. One more. Oh. Well, okay. Okay. It's sort of interesting. I feel a little rushed, and I felt a little rushed just where my life is in this moment of recording. I'm like squeezing your reading in, you know? And when I sat down, I kind of felt this thing of like, there's no need to rush. So maybe that's something significant for you, Virgo. And I'm also saying that because of the cards that are coming through. So let's look at this together. We have the Ten of Swords, the Judgment card, and the Son of Pentacles, which is the Knight of Pentacles. I'm just I'm trying to remember which other reading had yeah, okay, it was the Gemini reading that had the Ten of Swords, so maybe watch the Gemini reading also. But essentially, you know, the Ten of Swords is a really intense card. It's a little like, you know, violent. Like we're looking at this bull, maybe Taurus is a significant vibe for you this fall, but we've got this bull with a bunch of swords stuck in it, and the final sword, the final judgment, essentially piercing through the eyeballs to end whatever this is. Maybe it's like a mentality or a way that you've been thinking, or just something in your life that has been very stressful for you. This is sort of the final end. And the Gemini reading, I believe, is called culling time. So there's like this finality to it. There's an ending, and then that's reflected in the Judgment card. We have the final judgment, this liberation of this dove flying out of the thickness of, I don't know, I'm seeing them as bats suddenly. So there's something that goes from night to day. You know, these cards speak heavily to me right now. When I'm looking at them, I'm looking at the Son of Pentacles, and it's interesting that I felt that message of not rushing, of something needing to slow down, because the Knight of Pentacles in the tarot talks about a slower pace, about thinking sustainably, thinking in a way that is more long-term planning, and might take a little bit more of a measured approach, a slower approach. It's the slow and steady wins the race kind of a thing. But then I'm looking at this young deer, emphasis on the youth of it, because its horns are not, its rack is not fully developed. It's still developed. Something is still developing here. And it's looking a little heavy. Heavy-headed. There's a weight to the top of the card, which is doing sort of an opposite thing from the Judgment. See that? White, black, black, white. white at the top of the card, black at the bottom in the Judgment. So it's almost like moving up from the darkness into the light. And then in the Son of Pentacles, we have the heaviness and the black ink at the top and the little bit of light at the bottom. So I'll just say this, with the stark sort of switching back and forth between the black and white, there may be a stark change that happens for you this fall that is ultimately, I think, alleviating you, at least mentally. You know, it's freeing you, because what we're seeing in the Judgment card is a release, some sort of freedom, some sort of, hopefully, in the name of peace. We have this huge white bird at the top, liberating you from something intense and heavy into clarity, or into like mental freedom. But it's because something is made final, something ends, allowing you maybe to slow down, or allowing you to now think more long term, or think in a more sustainable way, or move in a more sustainable way, one foot in front of the other, taking it easy. I'm totally seeing eclipse energy here in the moon that's showing up on the Son of Pentacles. It's the only color we have in the entire spread so far. It's just that little pop of moon, and I know it's a pentacle, but it is sort of speaking to me of like the sun and the moon doing their eclipse dance. We have the Libra solar eclipse on October 14th, excuse me. And then 2 weeks later, the Taurus lunar eclipse on the 28th. You know, so maybe that's part of that Taurus energy becoming significant. So here's looking at October. I mean, a lot of our readings so far for the fall are bringing in that eclipse season energy, because it will be a significant, you know, it happens every year. Eclipses happen every year, but they do mark significant turning points in our year. And this October is one of them. So that lunar eclipse in Taurus might really bring something here that is a total like judgment call, or something is final, something is like liberating your mind and helping you, I think, move forward on whatever is a little bit younger, because we have an animal that is clearly older, and then an animal that is clearly younger, less developed. So something that has sort of been hanging around or been aging in your life maybe is ready for the culling, you know, is ready for its final judgment, its final say in your life. And I'm saying that it's liberating for you mentally. It's like alleviating something off of your mind, because the swords are representing mental energy, air energy. So that you can focus on something that is newly developing in your life that is a little bit more earth, because we have pentacles. Something that is more tangible, something that is less like mental gymnastics or mental effort for you, and more physical, more having to do with like the things you can see, touch, taste, engage with in the physical world. And you're encouraged to take it slow, especially as the heaviness sort of lifts slowly. You know, the judgment might feel like an all at once sort of moment. But I'm seeing that whatever this is has been there a long time, and maybe will sort of more slowly ease off of you or out of your life. Okay, Virgo, we're going to have to get into this now a little bit deeper. I've got some other decks here with me that we're going to use to clarify this and see exactly how this might be showing up for you in your life. So if it's resonating so far and you'd like to see the rest of it, click that link in the description box below, and that will take you to the shifting space, where we will investigate these zodiac shift readings throughout the course of the fall season together. as a community. So if that sounds like something you're into and you'd like to view the rest of this reading, the link is in the video description. Okay, Virgo.